Here we are. Hi everyone, Sandra from Scraps to Beauty, and it is Sunday afternoon. Just trying to get my camera situated here a little bit. I'll wait for everybody to come in. Let's see, do I have that there? There we go. So let's see. Tonight, if you're watching this on YouTube, I am going to be doing a little chit chat before we get going. So if you're not interested in that, just fast forward about 10 minutes probably. Hi, Shauna. And then we will get into the project today. How are you? I saw Mary Me was at your stream. I was just lurking yesterday, so that was cool. Trying to connect. Hi, Patty. Hi, Joan. So we are going to be working in our little garden here, little fairies. I thought I would do that, and then I have just a couple things to show before we get going. So let me just move this. Hi, Dar. There we go. So let's see. First, I'm going to talk about. I almost did the Alice in Wonderland tonight instead of the fairies. She's been popping in. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Hey, CP. It's always nice. I love it when Jane pops in. So that's always nice when you have your favorite artists pop in your stream. Hey, Linda. Welcome, everyone. Christy. Hi, Eileen. Better start using those embellishments, Eileen. I have a whole bunch of those too, though, so I can't talk. All right, just trying to get some things situated here before we get going. I just lost my little butterflies. All right, so I have a couple things to share first. So let me do this and that. I did to get this, and then this is all my. So these are the things I'm going to share before we get going. So, like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, just fast forward. These are the stamps that we'll use tonight. So, all right. So how's everybody doing? I got to try to fix my camera for some reason here. Hold on. Fix my chat here. Something wrong. There we go. There we go. Now I can see. So first off, let me see. What am I going to share first? I guess I'll share this first. So Debbie Epps, she's not here in the chat, right? She was using this black Nara paper, and I told her that it looked like a galaxy when she was doing it. So I said to her, oh, that's really pretty, the galaxy. And she says, oh, I'll make you one. Hi, Kimberly. So she wound up giving me this. You can see she signed her name there, Debbie Epps. And it's so nice and sparkly. So I saw, you guys probably can't see what I saw. But she was saying how cute it would look with a mermaid over here on the side. And so I said, but there's a mermaid in here already. So what I did was I printed it off. Actually, she's a jellyfish girl. And then I turned it on the side. See here where she signed her name? And there, can you see? There you go. You can see the little jellyfish girl there. Can you see that? I mean, her face is right there. You could see it. I only had to put, I think, the one little eye, and I got to put the lips there. But how cool is that? But see, my printer doesn't, you can't make justice the copper. Can you see like the copper they use there, or rose gold that she used? You see the jellyfish? Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? So I didn't want to ruin it because I wasn't sure if I could do it for sure. So now that I have it, let's see where is it, jellyfish. Now that you can see her hair, there she is, and everything. It's cool, isn't it? So now I can go back, and then I'll go back and do that. So you can see it here. So there she is right there. So I saw that right away while I was watching her gifting me that. So I'll have to get a nice little frame, and then I'll have to go back and actually work on the original. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna so I did get my Dina Wakley blue book. I'm trying to look. I have a whole bunch of blue jean stuff, so I wanted to show. So maybe I don't know if we'll work on this next week or the week after. Does my camera seem far away? Weird. So The only thing I was disappointed that there wasn't any craft paper this time. So there's the light burlap, then the regular thick watercolor, and then the blue jean. So you have the dark blue jean and the light blue jean. So do you guys remember this? If you've been following me for a long time, when I think this was a second to the last time I went to Creativation or CHA. But do you remember this? So this was my blue jean. And see, I have all these flowers that I want to find to put in her book. And see, and then I have a little, I actually have some blue jean lace. Can you see that there? And then I made a little, I had some embellishments with a little blue jean. Cute. I forget what this says. Oh, this one says bonjour. And so I thought I would just put you through it really quick. So in here, it's to put, like, you can hold a pencil or a pen. I forget what I put the butterfly in here. And then this holds, like, so you can see that there. Hi, Kathy. You can see it holds like a pen. So I fell in love with this fabric, and I can't remember who the girl is, what her name is. Hi, Nana. And so here is everybody who I went with. You guys probably don't. You know Ella. Most of you know Ella. And if you remember Gwen, she used to stream. Me, of course. Carol. June Marie. She's the other mermaid. And then Suzanne. Can you see that? So there we are. So I thought I would just flip through there really quick. So I worked on it a little bit when I was at there, and then I've never touched it since. So there you go. There's me, Ella. And then there's that Sharon from Prima. You guys know. See, I have all this washi tape that's blue jean. So I got to look for my box. I was trying to look for my box today. You know most of them? Yes. Ella. There, you know, Carrie from Prima. And then he was a new one. I forget what his name was, John something or other. I can't remember, but he taught a class at Prima. And then there's, of course, you guys know Finn. That's when we did the clocks back then, when she was doing her class with the clocks. And so that was one that I was kind of doing. And then, you know, of course, Frank Garcia. But see, I even have these little blue jean hearts, and I've got to look for that box. I've been trying to find it. And then here's it. Here we go. You guys know the Scrappy Camper sisters. There's Jonna, and here is Darcy. Let's see, Darcy. Darcy's a redhead. Jonna. So I just love these little ladies, whatever they are. Of course, you know there's Tim and Mario. And then there's Annette from Graphic 45. And then Margie. I don't know if a lot of you know Margie. But she has her own little blog, and she teaches classes. She does a lot of ATCs and mixed media background. Of course, there's Jim, the Gemline Crafter. Mario. I'm not Mario. Caesar. Hi, Dorothy. That's Graphic 45. That's the mom and her son. Who else? Oh, there's Diane. You know Diane Reevely. And then there's Jamie. Of course, she's lost a lot of weight since this picture. So this has to be at least 3 years ago. I can't quite remember. Eileen Hall, you know her. And I don't know if you guys know Lisa Kettle. But she's used to work for, I'm trying to think who she used to work for. Anyway, she's from New Jersey. So I know Lisa. She just had a little baby. There's Heidi. You guys know Heidi. And there's Seth. And Diane. Diane and I are always crying. We hate to see it over. See, and then I have all this too. So I've got to look for my little box. And then this is a little pocket that I made. And then there's the back of this. So I've got to look for my blue jean stuff so we can work on that. Let's see, I'll put that over there. And I'll show this last, I think. Let's hold on to this. So Jane has her, if you're on her Facebook group, she has prompts this month for Alice in Wonderland. Now I did Alice in Wonderland, her class with Patrina. You guys remember Patrina? Hi, Colleen. Thanks, Patty. And so we did the class together. I never did finish the whole thing, but I did this on stream. I don't know if you guys remember or not. So that was the back, front, and then there's a little Cheshire cat. That's when Jane's Dies came out. So I think it was like 2 years ago when I did this. And so these are her prompts for this month, April. So you can get that off of her blog or Facebook. And then this was part of her class that we did. And so I made these like cards and I flipped them over. And I love this washi tape. I've got to look for my Alice. That's the other thing I'm looking for, my Alice stuff. And this I took from a coloring book page. I think I took this off of Pinterest. So, and then there's this one where we did all different types of Alices. I think she showed that. I think she showed that on her YouTube maybe today. And then this was one that I took off of Pinterest. This one's by Julie Flipio. I remember. And then I opened it up so that I can do some more. Thank Colleen. And then this one was Alice falling in the rabbit hole. And then I have this one, which I never finished, where she actually landed on the ground. And then I have another space here for that. So, and then this is part of Jane's class. And I love, like I said, the washi tape. You see all the different Alices in there, the washi tape. And then this was just paint runoff, I think. Oh, and this was the last one. I like this class here. This one, Paint Me. And then I thought I would take this Barbie. You know, I have my Barbie calendars. And I thought I would do like a modern Alice. And she's got the blonde hair already. And then I would change this dress to blue. So I feel you fell in a rabbit hole once. It wasn't the same ending. Oh, no, Patty. I think that's all I've done. So I want to try to do some of the prompts for April. So you can go over to, like I said, her Facebook or her blog, and she's got the prompts there for April with Alice. And then I'm so disappointed. I've been waiting for, well, a couple things. You know, the mail's been really slow now because of everything going on. And like my stencils have been held up in Newark, which is about 45 minutes north from me. And it's been there since March 28th. I still haven't got my stencils yet. So it's almost over a week. So, and then our post office usually stays open till 4 on Saturday. Now they've closed till 1. You did in the backyard? Oh my gosh. Broke your shoulder? Oh my gosh, an ankle. That's terrible, Patty. So yeah. So the mail is kind of slow. So even like I've been waiting for a couple other things, and it's just the way it is, you know, especially here on the East Coast where it's really bad. So anyway, I've been waiting for my Mermaid. Jane came out with her Mermaid book, and if you got it through Amazon, they were supposed to come out in April, or the end of April, I think, or May, and now it's pushed back till June because everything's coming over on the boat. And so I'm still waiting for my my Jane Mermaid book. And so what I'm going to do is, this is her other class, her vitamin C. So I never finished this. This is on pastels. It's like on a pastel paper. So I'm going to eventually put that on here, and that's going to be my cover. And then I never finish this class either. So I'm going to add to it. But then this piece comes, I don't know if you could see it. It's hard to put on there. So this one comes all the way over like this. Can you see that? So I have to add some more to this page here. And then I add some of this paper. I think I got this at Dick Blick's. Same thing with this one, this white. And then I actually added 2 mermaids down there. You can see that there. And then I actually did the octopus where I can, so here out of one of his tentacles, I made a mermaid. You can see that there. And then on the back side, I've done actually the whale with that little, this one I put a tattoo on her arm. It's hard to see. Tattoo. You like the extended waves? And so then here is the head of the octopus. And then I actually did, so I took the head here and made a bigger, I love this mermaid. And I did the jellyfish there. You can see it in stickles. You can see that there. And this is just, I think, Tim's stencil, and I just traced it and then did that. So this one I just kind of left. I didn't do anything with that one. And then, so now this is kind of like Ursula with hers. So I did the back of it. So I didn't finish here. I've got to put something else here. These I didn't finish, but you can see that. So now she's starting to look like Ursula in the back. This one I sketched, but haven't finished. So you can see this, it goes in here like this. So I'll have to finish that. And this was from the wave. And then I just continued her face here. So I love her books because they're all like cut out. So of course I'll have to put another Little Mermaid coming through here. So I still have quite a bit in this book. So here's another one I didn't quite finish. I put another tattoo on her arm. It's an octopus tattoo. I don't know if you could see it or not. So, and then these I got cut out of that book, similar to the sticker book that you were showing, Colleen. Very similar to that. But that's on the back of this with the waves. And then I made a big page. I don't know what I'll do with that page, but yeah. So then, so I'm dying for my mermaid book to come. So we'll have to play around with that. And then, is Kathy Arbor here? I don't see Kathy. But Kathy had showed this book. It's called The Coloring Book, Inspired by Nature, which is really pretty. But I ordered this from a thrift store, because I got it off of Abe Books. And I'm trying to see where this thrift store is located at. Let's see where it's from. Oh, from Salinas, California. So wherever this is, I would love to see if I could get this back to this little girl and her mom. But this is what was in the book. So it's a little card. You can see that. And she made a little sketch. Look how cute this is for her mom. Can you see it? A little cat lobster and a chef. See how cute that is? And then she made this beautiful card. So I know it's recent. It's from 2017. So I'll have to go. So I know, I think Darcy said I should post it on Facebook. And then look at this. She wrote her mom a really nice letter. Danielle was her name. And it's so cute. It would be nice if I could get it back to her by Mother's Day. And then she did this little in the front. So I think I'm going to post that. But I thought this would be a good book for the fairies to try to, and I'm just flip through it really quick because Kathy Arbor had already done that. But I think it would be some good backgrounds for the fairy. Look at that, cute with the bunny. The ducks. I forget who else got it. Did you get this too, Colleen? I think I got it. Not sure. Maybe Kathy Burke, you got it. I don't know if Janet might have gotten it. This one with the seashells. Oh, what's the matter, Joan? And then somebody colored in this one, started coloring, which is okay. That's the only page. I love this one with the squirrel. I want to put a squirrel in the fairy book. You don't have it? No. Chickens. Parrots. It's nice because they give you the pattern too. So if you wanted to scan it and put it on watercolor paper, you could. I love this one with the mushrooms. You can see that. So it's just a quick glimpse. So again, if you're interested, that's the coloring book inspired by nature. I don't know her name there. Marjolaine Bastine. So yeah, so I think I'm going to post that on Facebook and see maybe if I can get somebody to help me find her. All right, is that everything? All right, so I have a couple announcements to talk about before we get going. I'm going to put this in the fairy book here. So I'll have that so you can look at. It looks brownish on the screen, but it's more olive green. I guess because of the pink background in the back. Let's see. Hold on. Maybe you'll be able to see it better with this. Not really. But you can tell it's a little bit more olivey green than... Oh, I've got to show you the glimmer mist too. So Heart idea, scan it, and put it on water. Right. That's what I do with most of my stuff. That because I mostly do watercolor really now. So what I do is I try to scan it. And as long as you use, in my printer anyway, I can use 90-pound watercolor, and it scans beautifully through the scanner. So 2 things I'm going to talk to you about. Let's see what I talked about first. Kind of mixed feelings about what I'm going to say next. But, you know, I have the online store, and with the thing that's going on now and people staying home and some people just worrying about getting food and stuff. So I have not posted anything new in the store. So if you want to just look, because I don't know, I just feel odd about posting new things when there's like more important things you need than art supplies. So I do have some new things in the store if you can take a look. I think I have one more shipment coming within the next 10 days or so, and then I probably won't order anything else new for a while. So but just also too, the post offices are a lot slower. Some of them are only opening 3 or 4 days a week. So if you're looking for packages to come, just realize that it's going to take a little bit longer for your package to go. And then I've talked to Patty about this. For those of you, I don't know how many of you are here going to Maryland, but I told Patty I've decided that I will not be attending this year Maryland. Just because Jimmy had a friend, and if you've been with me long enough, and if you don't want to hear my life story, which some of you don't, just fast forward. And you know, last year, a year ago Christmas, I had my knee replaced. I had an infection in there, and they had to take it out. It was a long process, about 3 months before they took that out. The infection cleared. I got the new knee, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he has a friend who had the same thing I did, and they can't clear the infection. If they cannot clear the infection, they will probably take his leg. So for me, it's quite serious, just a regular infection. And since this is kind of a virus type thing that they really don't know much about, I just feel, for me, it's best that I don't go. I think it's going to be a while, probably not. I'm thinking the fall before everything gets kind of back to so-called normal. So for me, I will not be going. Is Nancy here? I have to talk to Nancy because she did give me money to give the gift certificates, so I can either send Patty the merchandise for the gifts if they're still going, if it's still on. It might not even be on by then. Maycom or what is it called? Might not even be, right. Thank you, Colleen. Yes. So, but for me, and then I will leave that decision to Patty to either give my spot away or do whatever she wants with that. So those are only 2 things I needed to talk to you about. So here we go. So how long I've been talking, because I can put this in the description so people who don't want to listen to my jibber jabber can fast forward. Right. I can't take a chance. Right. Definitely cannot. Right. Either way. Right. So that's good. Yeah. She did get an extension, but still, you just never know. So, all right. So if you saw my post, I have to talk about these glimmer plates. So Spellbinders and Jane have glimmer plates, which you have to put through a foiling system, but you can also use them as stamps. And you've seen me use them on the jelly plate. Right. Thank you, Kathy. Yes. And so now I have my little seahorse one. Where is it? So you could stamp. You don't always have to use them on the jelly plate. You can stamp these. Oh, here it is. I have it here. So you can see I've stamped the seahorse, and the staining won't do any harm to yours. And then see, I actually put black and actually used it as a stamp. I wish you would make a stamp of the seahorse. But if you are ever interested in any type of glimmer plate and you just really love the design, just remember you can use it on your jelly plate. You can stamp with it. So don't let that discourage you from not getting the glimmer plates. So, all right. So that's that. Let's see. So this was the die I used. We're going to use some of this, I think. Put that right here. Yep. Don't fall. Hold on. I still want that to fall. So this was the plate that I used for the front. I'm going to use this as a front cover, I think. And then you can see, so what I did was I stamped out like 5 of these, I think I did. And then I didn't want it to be so like straight. See how the hi April. I didn't want it to see how straight they are, the leaves, so it looks like it's a die cut. So I actually went ahead, and it took me like 2 hours before I even came on. And can you see I hot glued the leaves and the middle down the stem so that they would look more like actual leaves, kind of. So we're going to put some tissue paper on here, and then we're going to actually, I think I'm going to watercolor on top of this. So you can see it. So now my only decision is, and then on the inside, I'm going to add this from Stamperia. Yeah, it did take a lot of time. Well, I actually got the idea with, if you know Katrina, trying to think of her last name. Katrina begins with a K. I've taken a couple of her classes. She's on Instagram. And so she's doing a fairy journal and I think it's a fairy journal class, which I'm going to take when it comes out. I think it comes out within the next couple of weeks. But her front cover was leaves like that. And then I saw Rosemary. What's Rosemary's last name from Kit and Caboodle? I saw her do, she did a mermaid tail. It's called, her kit was called Fishy something. Right. So she showed her mermaid tail and then using the glue gun. So I was like, oh, I could put the two together. And so then that's what I did. So that's how I came with the cover. And so I'm going to use, I just have to decide if I'm going to use tape, what kind of tape I'm going to use, because I want this to flip over since it's the cover. And then this is from Jane's layer cake class, where we did all kinds of backgrounds. I might use one of these butterflies. We'll see. Morris, Rosemary Morris. Yeah, she has an Etsy shop, the Rusty Peacock. So if you're interested in any of her stuff. But I thought this would look cute because this we could make some type of fairy wings. So this was a stencil Jane has on her site. They're little Japanese. I've showed this before. Oh, she did with the napkins too? Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't see that part. And so I put that through her little Japanese stencil. And then you could see, I'll show you. This is one of her stencils too, I think. I don't know if you could see that there. Can you see that? Oh, yeah, you could see. It's got little peacock leaves like. And so, and you can see the gold. I sprayed that gold. I love that gold. And that was from the cans. So you can see how the background, there you go. That's a good picture of the background right there. That's Jane's layer. It's a really good class. I think it's one of her best. So we're going to do that. So I just have to decide whether to put tape or if we use washi tape. Of course, I've got a ton of washi tape, so we'll have to look for some. If I do it now, I'll have to put the clear washi tape because then you won't see it. So we'll see. So anyway, we're going to work on that. So we're going to work on this first. Oh, what happened to Joan? What happened, Joan? Does she keep getting buffered out? And I missed it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the tissue paper, which I have here. So I actually just took the backing off these napkins, which I've had for a while. I thought these would be pretty on there too. We might use those. So I did 3 of those. And then I thought I was going to use some jelly prints, but I don't know if we were going to cut something out of here. I love this. This kind of more mermaid-ish. I still have buffering. Oh, sorry, June. It's weird that you have it and Dorothy doesn't. I thought I had this tag too. I might put that little dragonfly in there. And then we might use some of these stencils. These are from, talked about her before. Does she have her face here? Doesn't show, but this is from AB Studio. She's from Poland, I believe. And so that's her shop there. Shipping's not too bad. She does have some cool different things, so we might use that. And I love this one with the little hearts, so we might use that. Let's see what else. So tissue paper, I think I'm going to put this down. I have this, but I'm wondering if I should do with the matte medium instead. What do you think? We got this. I want to keep mindful that I'm using my matte water for matte medium, this one, so I don't mix my watercolor in there. What have you guys been working on? Anything? Colleen's like a machine, that girl. Matte medium will work for me on the fish. You guys, Kathy and Colleen, they stream like twice a week, right? Tuesday after Tuesday morning with Kathy on her channel, and then Colleen is Friday morning or Friday morning, right? And she's the scrap chick here. So yeah, check them out. Colleen's been really doing a lot of cool techniques. I love the glaze. The glaze she stamped. She did new Tim's glaze and then stamped on it. It was really cool. All right, so I think I'm going to do with the matte medium, only because it's thinner and this paste is a little bit thicker. So you can just click on their names, Kathy Burt, in the chat or the Scrap Chick, and it'll take you to their channel. Oh, I can't open it. Hi, Sharon. I was going to use, of course, Sharon is the one that told us all about this. And this is to put rice paper down, napkins, but I find it really thick, and then when I water it down, my napkins don't really stick. So I'm just going to stick with matte medium for tonight. Which Sharon also streams too. You see her in the chat. She was streaming. You were streaming last night. You streamed with like 3 people, weren't you? She was doing a napkin collage type thing too, I think, last night. So I think I might just rip these. Let's see if we just rip it. And just put some pieces on just to give it a little bit more texture. Can you see? Colleen streams and she buys and buys. Colleen's missing her Tuesday morning. That's what she's missing. Yep. So it won't be perfect. So yes, you're having a good time, yeah. Yeah, I haven't really been arting that much. Store was keeping me pretty busy, but now that's died down some. And I thought I was going to carry Seth's acrylic paints, but I just don't feel right about it. I mean, he's only in New York and I'm in New Jersey, and I think that you should buy it from his site. I do have his sprays. That's the only thing. And then once I get those, I won't get them. I won't put them back in. There we go. Tacos. Yeah, who's having tacos? I love tacos. The only thing I'm really missing is Italian pizza. I love pizza, my favorite thing. And then ham and cheese. I like the deli ham and cheese. That's like my favorite sandwich. There, Janet. Hi, Janet. Oh my gosh, Janet, I spent half the day looking for your fairy stamp, your mom's fairy stamp. I put it in a good place and I can't find it. Now I have to keep looking because I want to use it in this fairy book. Janet had gifted me, her mom collects, has a collection of stamps, and I was lucky enough to get the little fairy one. And I've got to look for it because it's really cute. And then we'll dry this, and then we're actually going to put some watercolor down. Watching Bondi Beach. Bondi Beach with everybody on the beach, Janet. That's a problem now here because I live by the shore. And so a lot of the New Yorkers are, they have summer homes here. And now they're starting to come down, which has made our numbers go up quite a bit. There we go. Hey, Elaine. So if you're just coming in, I had already die cut these, and then I hot glued. Took almost 2 hours to hot glue all these leaves. I didn't think you guys wanted to see that. Putting the napkin on is bad enough. Lifeguards, oh, I only watch. Janet only watches the lifeguard, she says. I could have probably die cut this like 3 or 4 times, but like I said, I wanted it to look more like natural leaves rather than die cut leaves. So that's the only reason why I didn't do it 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I think so. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I want to do another page like this for my Alice book with her in the forest. Like, I think it would be cool. It wasn't hard. I mean, it just took some time, so it wasn't too bad. But it'll give the inside of the leaves more texture too, as well. Hi, Judy. We live in an area of high volume of second home. No grocery shopping. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we're in our critical next 2 or 3 weeks. Critical here. And I think next week they're going to tell us that even you can't go to the food store for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then, of course, you have people who are putting their masks as soon as they get out of the store and then just dropping them in the parking lot. I mean, that's just great. It's just like, come on, people. You really enjoyed doing the fish. Oh, the corrugated. Yeah, I saw Kathy's. Yeah, she did it. What they did was they took corrugate and then they took the corrugate all except for the mermaid tail. It's really cool. I really like Rosemary's technique. She has a lot of different techniques, and she's really nice. I actually bought some of. She had a stream. Was it this week or last week where she showed her she does echo dyeing, and I bought some of her blue to go with the Dina Wakely blue journal. If you saw her blue echo papers, I got some of those. So I'll show those when I get them. They're really cool. She said that's her favorite thing, echo dyeing. Who's watching the TV? What is her channel? Who's that, Rosemary? Maybe somebody can put it in the chat. You got the indigo too? You did, Kathy? I did too. Because I wasn't sure she was selling them because she said she was going to do some type of kit with them. But so I had said I would buy some of her regular eco papers, but would you be willing to put the blue ones in there? And she said yes. So I think I'm getting all blue, which is nice. Rosemary Morris. Yeah, that's it, April. She sells kits. She does a lot of the echo dyeing. You probably would like that. She said that if that was her only thing, that's what she would do, echo dyeing. I think this will look really cool when it's done. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yep, there's her channel. Yeah, like I said, and she sells. Does she do? She doesn't do digital, but she has like ephemera pieces if you're interested in that type of stuff. I almost hate using this brush for matte medium because it does ruin your brushes. You can't get these brushes anymore. I love these of Jane's. That's her channel. Yeah, she put it in the chat. So if you guys are interested in seeing Rosemary's, I got her Frida. She was lucky. She did make me a Frida kit, which I'll have to do. A little piece for there. Yeah, I got some of April's new. I don't know if they're new. They're not new, are they, April? But Cece, if you talk, Cece Creation, she always talks about April in the chat. She's a little creative me, and she sells her watercolors. And Cece's always saying how much she loves the Payne's Gray. So I wind up getting some of that from April. So when I get some of that, we'll play with that. I think I got a couple of them. I got Payne's Gray, and then I think a turquoise color, and then one that April recommended. I forget. What was the other color? It was like a purplish color, April. Thanks, Kathy. All right. So I think we got all of this in there now. Make sure I get the ends really good. And I left this little piece here just because I'm not sure if I want to, I think I want it, I don't want the circle to be so, natural. I kind of want to bundle it up too. So I'll lift that. Maybe we'll. No, they're not new. They're not. But they're new to me. But Cece always says how much she loves the Payne's Gray one. Oh my gosh, if you don't belong to Cece's Patreon, she's been doing some doodling. She always says, what does she say? That she takes her pieces that she doesn't like and that they're her ugly pieces, she calls. I was like, I wish I could do my ugly pieces as good as she does, as she calls them. All right, did I get everything? But she's been doodling on top of it. I have to check it out. It's really cool. All right, so I think I'm missing one piece right there. Bigger piece than that. Okay, I need one more piece. This one has a little bit of the flower showing, so I don't know if it'll show or not. We'll see. Hi, Malia. How you doing over there? I think right here I'm missing a piece. Yeah, it has a little bit of pink. See that little pink in there? So I don't know if it'll show. We'll see. I'm wondering if I should add a little pink on this side. They're hanging tight. That's good. Yeah, Malia lives in New York, and so it's kind of rough there right now. I'm going to put one on this side too, I think. I don't know if it'll do anything. It might not even show, but just in case it does. There we go. All right, so just want to keep that there so I know that's my matte medium water, and I don't mix it up with my watercolors. Because I never realized that, you know, if you put your watercolors after you've used, that your watercolors will get matte medium on top, and then you have to sand them off. I should have, in hindsight, because I cut these off, probably should have left them on and then cut them, but it was too much trouble. All right, so we need the heat gun. Let me see. This doesn't look like it's in there. Good. Another little piece here. And here. All right. So heat gun. Let's try this. Are you still able to go to the supermarket, Amalia? We still can right now. I don't want to get this too hot because I don't want to remelt the glue either. See if this is a little bit. It's all the way in there. There's a couple of spots it doesn't look like there's too much on there. Let's just see. Because I want you to be able to see the grooves. That was the whole purpose of doing the the glue. Anywhere else? Okay, that should do it. You had to go out and put the trash bins out, pick up today, and to get the mail. Yeah, we didn't get any mail delivery on Saturday. So, and then I know Patty said by her, one of her offices had to close because somebody had the virus there. So, econ. It was good to see Paula. Did you see Paula tweeted? I think it was yesterday. That she's okay, but she's working because she says obviously coffee is essential. So poor Paula, she's working. This one still. Just buckling a little bit. You saw Paula's tweet? Yeah, me too. It's good to hear from her. Yep, definitely. Let me put it on that with the zip code of all the cases. That was enough to keep you in, yeah. Yeah, here they're telling us within the next 2 weeks really not to go out at all. So Right, so maybe that's right. So you weren't here when I was saying earlier, Amalia, that I won't be going to Maryland this year. I just thought it'd be better if I played it safe. So I'll miss everybody. I've been going since the very first year. I think this is what, the 5th year, Patty? So this will be my 5th year that so I think the only ones left that are from the beginning are CB, Tammy. Who else came from the very beginning? I can't remember. Oh, I know, but it's just I just can't take the chance, especially now that I have both knees replaced. It's just not. And even my trip, I think in for August and for Ireland, I don't think I'll be able to go to that either. I'm hoping that they postpone that and do it next year, but I don't know. We'll see. Paula and I carry you, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they went the first year, but then they didn't go after that. Jean went the first year. And I think Jean said in Canada they've closed the schools all the way till they won't open till September now. No, Joan, I just can't take the chance. It's really bad here. Maybe if you're not, you're from the Midwest, it's not so bad, but if you're in New York, and then for us, because I live by the shore, we have all the New Yorkers and people from North who come down to the beach. They're going to try to come down to the beach, even though they've been told to stay off the beach. Nobody listens. So, yeah, I just think it's safer for me this time around not to go. So, all right. So I think it's still kind of wet. So let's just heat that one more time. I must have not got enough glue on this side because it looks like it's lifting up. There we go. So I can set a couple of cameras for you. It will be like you were there. Yeah, they could probably do that, like a Zoom or something. Plus, I was always the one, except for I didn't film. I don't know what happened last year. I didn't film. But if you go on my YouTube channel and you look Maryland Art Weekend or Art Retreat, you can see pretty much the first 4 years anyway. So, all right. So let me just heat this one more time, and then we'll get to the watercolor part. That's the best part. Heat gun. Yeah, it was always fun. I taught a couple of times there, and last year I bought the clay doors so that they could do their own canvas. This year I wanted to do either the glass window pane. I also bought some wooden seahorses. I thought maybe we could do that, but I'll have to say that for next year. Yeah, we were just busy. I guess that's what it was. And then plus a lot of people left early on Saturday. They were already like packing up on Saturday, which usually everybody stayed toward the end. So. Okay. All right, there we go. So I have just I'm gonna keep that in there. I kept my I usually never keep my brushes in water, and I forgot to take this one out and look at it. All the paint peeled right off. This is one of Vicky Bouton's and it just peeled right off. I didn't even have it in the water, that I think only up to here, and this wood just soaked up all of the water. So, all right, so I'm going to turn it this way, so I think it'll be easier for you guys to see. So I have Jane's palette here, which is, this is her, which palette is this one? The Glitzy palette, because it has a lot of green in this palette. Can you see that? So I thought I would use that. I also wanted to use, I put both of her other palettes in this one here. When I went to her house and we were taking class, I don't know if I had this. I must have had this one then. But anyway, I wanted to just carry the one palette. So I wind up putting both of these in here. I like this light green. I want to go with the light green first. So let's see. We need spray bottle. Where's that? So I'm going to just spray that. And I'll give these a quick spray. We're just keeping hopes that they will be all right by the end of July. Yeah, I don't know, CB. I keep my fingers crossed for you guys, but I don't know. All right. So we're going to go with the light green first. I'm going to use Jane's big brush. Now, I've had this brush of hers. I've never used it. So let's see how it works. I always find it's so big, but she uses it all the time in this in this thing. Here, let me move this. I don't want to use this one yet. I'll move this one over here. Can you see? I can still see. Move this over. Wow, that's bad, Eileen. Now it's getting bad. So there you can see. Look how cool that looks. Can you see? It gets all in the grooves and stuff. So that pink does look like it's going to show through. Oh, I don't want to put my paintbrush in that. So I'm not going to put it in on every spot. I'm actually taking some of this other green next to it. This is a Mermaid and then Jiminy Cricket. You can see it's got two tones. I like that. I forget which side I did now. I just want to get all the framing first with that dark Mermaid one. I like that. Hi, Dee Dee. Oh my gosh, Dee Dee, I was thinking about you last week. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. But Dee Dee, if you go to Dee Dee's house, she makes grilled cheese. You don't want to have my grilled cheese. I was telling them last week, Dee Dee, not 2 weeks ago, how I made my grilled cheese. It's not pretty. There we go. Then I'm going to come in with, we'll dry this, and then I'll come in with some other. Oh, you're going to hear them barking because Gabby's coming from upstairs, and they think like they've never seen her all day. There we go. All right, so we're going to dry this. You miss Dee Dee making grilled cheese? If you go to visit Dee Dee, that's her favorite thing. She'll make you grilled cheese, but you don't want to have my grilled cheese. He can. think we'll need some darker green. But it's coming out. I think it looks cool. I'm debating whether I think I might put some flowers. Uh-oh, Eileen, flowers on the outside. We go visit Dee Dee. You're having pizza or Chick-fil-A. She can make a grilled cheese to go. I'll have to tell you my grilled cheese story for those of you who missed it. I think when I had Jen and Dar here, I just went out and got them submarine sandwiches or subs. And they were happy not to have my grilled cheese. So when I always laugh about my grilled cheese, still a little wet. So when I first met Jimmy, when we were dating, and then we were at my mom's house, and he was like, "Oh, you know," I said, "Do you want a snack or something?" He says, "Yeah, let me have. Can you make me grilled cheese?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can make grilled cheese." And so now, you know, I'm Spanish. We never made, you know, my mother didn't make that kind of stuff. She made yellow rice and chicken, you know, she made tacos, you know, that kind of stuff. So I take out the toaster out, not the toaster, the toaster. That back then we didn't have a toaster oven, the toaster. 2 pieces of bread, a couple pieces of cheese. So he's just looking at me like, what is she doing? So I put the toast in the toaster. I lightly, you know, brown it so it's just a little crispy. Then I pull it out, flap the one side over, flap the other side over, put like 3 or 4 pieces of cheese on this side, take this piece of bread, slap it on top of there, and then squished it. And then put it back in the one toaster slice that it goes in. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm making grilled cheese." He goes, "That's not how you make grilled cheese." So yeah, so he wound up showing me how to make grilled cheese. So you think from that he would have learned that, you know, I wasn't a great cook. That's why I said, if you want grilled cheese, you don't want to come to my house. You want to go to Dee Dee's house for grilled cheese. Oh. I'm just reading the chat for a minute. So that's my grilled cheese story. All right, so now let's get some dark. I also brought some, I have some of Jane's ink too. This one is called, which one is this called? Lemonade. Now I have her inks and I've never used them. Shame on me. You love my grilled cheese story? Thanks, Kathy. It tastes good to me. I like my things dry anyway. So it's kind of a dry grilled cheese sandwich. Oh my gosh, but that's how, if I wanted grilled cheese, that's how I always made it. Although it does taste better the way Jimmy makes it. All right, so let's see what this looks like. And these are her new inks that they don't have the smell. A lot of people didn't like the smell. Of course, I don't know where my, let's just see how dark this is. Oh, it's pretty dark. I'm just going to put it in the corners here. Ooh, that was a little much. I like it a lot darker than that. And then I'm going to add some of, I have some pre-mint. It's got some gold in it. We're going to add that. Don't underestimate us. Hey, if you didn't have any butter or mayonnaise, there is another way to make your grilled cheese. All right, heat gun. Oh, Sharon. We'll probably just do the front cover, and then next week we'll start working in the book. Because I want to do something with her hair, like put some either squirrels or something in her hair. Butterflies. Okay. Hi, Marge. All right, so I have this. I want to put some more. Let's put some more dark in there, and then we'll come back with some of the bloom spray because it's got some gold in it. So let's see. I think I want to come back with this dark one. I'll just wet that again. And then this one, I'm trying to think which one this one. Tropical Guave. That's really nice. It's got some shimmer in it. Where's my brush? That's dark too, which is nice. Oh, I got the wrong one. There we go. So this is the top. I'm trying to think. Get some drips in here. All right. All right, we'll dry this, and then we're going to put some of this. This one is called Lime Wedge, but can you see it's got that gold on the bottom? We'll spray that, and then I'll put a little bit of this guave. I want to see what this is like. Ooh, that's got some shimmer, sparkle to it. We'll put that all on the kind of inside, like. There we go. All right. All right, let's see if this even works, which I don't know if it does. Oh, thank you. We'll spray some of this. Let's see if this works. Oh, yeah, it does. Ooh, that's nice. Just putting some little drips in there. Oh, let's try that. You'll be able to see the gold. That has a lot of gold in it. So put that in there. Eileen should be loving this because, of course, it's green, her favorite. Heat gun. I might have to put a little bit more of that guava in there. That's really pretty. And green and messy. That's right, Colleen. I wonder if we should stick some glitter. I wonder if there would be any. Do I have glitter? Yeah. Let's see if this will work. I don't know if it'll spill off. We'll see. I'm just going to sprinkle some on the wet spots. So if you saw Tim, he was demonstrating how to color this. I don't know if it'll stick, so we'll see. But it's got to have some fairy dust on here. There we go. I really like the technique, isn't it? It's cool where you can make it so now they don't look so straight like a die cut. They look more like regular leaves. He can. I want to get the mica flakes. I saw Tim use the, he colored the mica flakes. That looked really cool. I think it's gonna stay, the glitter. I'll put a little bit more in this corner over here. Where it's still a little wet in here. What have we been on for almost an hour and a half? Plus the 2 hours that I worked on it before. It was a lot of work. But I think it's worth it. I really like it. Hi, Debbie. I showed your masterpiece, our masterpiece together earlier in the stream. Okay, there we go. All right. So can you see? So there's, look at all that glitter. So there's the gold. You can see the gold. And over here is that blue. It's kind of like blue, sparkly, metallic there. You can see it. But doesn't it look cool? It looks so much better with the glue than if I would have just die cut it 3 or 4 times. You can see that there. And then that pink turned kind of brownish from the napkin, which is nice. You lost track of all time? Yeah, Eileen likes it because it's green. All right, so let's clean this up. And then I'll show you her underneath. And then maybe we have time to put the, what time is it? Oh, yeah, we have 15 or 20 minutes to put the other piece on, the Stamperia piece. Let me get a baby wipe. I definitely will put some flowers or something on the outside. But, oops. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Nana. Yeah, it's so much deeper with the texture and the glue. I really like the glue stick a lot. And I was surprised. I thought I was going to use like a lot of glue, but if you get those big long ones, I think they're like 12 inches. I only used 2 of them through the whole process. So, all right. So yeah, so definitely going to, let's see, I can put these over here now. So I'm liking that. So I think what I'll do is once we get her inside there, we'll actually, is this store yet? I have some new rice papers in the store. I'm waiting for, and I have another order coming at I think the end of the week. So I'll have some of the new paper pads and some of the new, oh, you know those little black, oh, Shauna has them, the little black stencils that I got. They came out with a whole bunch of new ones. I want to say almost like 8 or 10 of the new little stencils. So if you got a couple of those are new. Some new die cut books are coming. The stone paper is coming back. Hooray. I think I have 8 of those coming. I'm trying to think. I did have some Timmy, Janet got it. Timmy's journal. Is it his journal? And I got the fabric tape, his fabric tape in there. But a couple things new. So, but like I said, I've kind of mixed feelings about it. So I probably won't post it. So just keep checking, you know, like towards the end of the week and stuff. Or you can email me if you want to know, and then I can. Oh, I really love that. I love the way it glitters. Love that. Oh, love that. Okay, so let's do the back. So this is going to be the back of it. And where's the paper? Stone paper journal. There's stone paper journal. What is that, Eileen? I didn't hear that. I'll have to look. I'll have to go check it out now. Is it just made with stone paper or just the cover is stone paper? Yes, there is. I will have to go look. Hi, Linda. All right, so what do we want here? Because we have the hole that's going to get cut out. So if I do this, we will get the fox out of there. If I do this, I think I'm going to do this. So then we'll have this part cut out, but then we'll still have the little deer there. Don't you think that'll be cute? I think that'll be cute. So now the only question is do we color the back? So I think what I'm going to do, I wonder if it would be easier for me to cut this through the paper. So let's see. I did get the little mixed media book. Was it Kathy? Was that you got that's a Prima little, looks like a little journal, but it's got mixed media paper. I think I have 2 coming into that. It's about 6 pages. I'll have to look into it. They are coming out with a lot of stuff that we don't get here, but they, you know, you can get it over there. Like they have some new, I think some new paste coming out. They've got some new watercolor. Did you see their watercolor, Eileen? Comes in a little, like a little bottle. They've got some watercolor. So should we color the background? What do you think? Underneath? Or should I leave it white? That is the question. Wait, let's see if anybody answers me. Or should I just lay it down? You'll tweet me. Okay, you can find it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, this is one of their new ones. This is from the FORREST. These are the big giant ones. I think they're called the A4 or A5, but they're really nice. I like the big ones. If I just put a lighter color, that's what I'm thinking too. So if we just go in with, let's see, this one's too dark. I think if we go in with that whites to see the paper pretty. Yeah, I don't want it, I'm not going to put dark. I'm going to do like a really light wash, super light wash. Actually, I'm going to wet it first. Oh, I almost stuck it in that paper. So I just want a super light wash of that. So see, it'll still be light, but you won't, it just won't be totally white. So see, just enough color, but not a lot of color. So it's still pretty light. There we go. A light gray, really? I did it with the white. I did it with the green, so we'll see. All right, let's go back with the heat gun. Sorry. Hi, Joyce. Okay. And the same thing. I'm just going to go in. This I might go in with, because in case I get wrinkles, I'm going to try this. So this is the Yamamoto rice paper. And then we're going to put that on, then we're going to go. And then Patty's streaming at 7, which is about an hour from now. So, oh, where's my map? This one. So if you guys are interested, Patty is Inky Obsession. So you'll be able to watch her tonight. I wish I would have had my stencils. I would have liked to have my stencils. All right, so let's see. See, it's really thick, but I don't want to put it on really thick. So I'll just have to hold it up so I can see what I'm doing. I think Sharon, she actually mixes some of hers with water, right, Sharon? She's still here. I'm gonna actually spray mine. You really like the glue? Do you have it, Janet? Have you used it? Wait, I'm only going to do half, so this way I can do the other half. Hi, Kathy. I was just showing your little coloring book that I got from the from a thrift store, and it had the cutest little writing in it. Yeah, see, so it's still white underneath, but it's got a little bit more green to it, which is nice. Let's spray this a little more. And then I'll have to go over the top of this. What I'll do is I'll cut it. Now, Kathy says you could, if you have Yes Paste, it's the same thing. And you can use Yes Paste for this, if you guys have that. Okay, I'm going to cut this and then I'll go over on the top of it. Takes a while to dry. That's okay. We're going to be done anyway, and then I'll be able to yeah, so next week we'll work on the page with her in it, peeking out of the hole. This way it'll give me time to sketch her hair and her face and stuff. All right, there we go. So that's that piece. So now where did I put her? Did you see where I put her? We won't be able to see now because we'll have to put, but she'll peek through. But I love the front of it. It's coming out so cool, the front. She used Yes Paste, but with a lot of water. Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to add some on top of here. So you guys have any questions? So that's what we'll do next week. Still play with our little fairies. See, I just think it needs more water. I was talking of taking a long time to deliver. Really? I got mine like really quick. Within a couple of days I got mine. But now I don't know how, how it'll be now. Make sure I have the So have a good week. Stay safe. So remember I said Patty will be on at 7. And then I will see you guys next Sunday. And then we can do a nice little journal spread. I like the reindeer on there, or the deer, actually. So there we go. All right, I'll have to go back if I missed any spots. See how that works. But there we go. I think that's it. It's kind of bumpy there. I'm hoping it works out all right. But it's nice that it doesn't wrinkle. Like you can get the wrinkles right out of the tissue, which is nice. All right. All right, thanks guys. I will talk to you next week. Be safe. Thanks, Sharon. Yep. And I will talk to you later. Watch the recording, yes. Yes, you'll have to see the cute little book I was talking about that I shared, that you shared. All right. Bye, everyone. Okay, you guys take care too. Bye. Thanks for spending your Sunday with me. And thanks to my mods too. I always forget to thank them. Bye, everyone.